Hello, this is Kim Sauer at SMT Nuremberg. I'm joined today by Peter Franklin, Managing Director of BTU. Peter, nice to see you here again in Nuremberg, sunny Germany.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's the last day of the show. It's been a busy show. How has it been for you?
Yeah, it's been a very busy show. You can definitely see the recovery in the economy in Europe, and we see a substantial lift in both the inquiry level and the business level. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a very good Q2, both for Europe and globally for BTU. So we're quite upbeat about this at the moment. Yeah.
Excellent. So probably lots of stand visitors looking at the equipment and the solutions that you offer. Is there anything in particular that you're highlighting here at the show?
We have the Pyramax machine. We run two platforms, both the Dynamo, which is a simpler, lower cost machine, but at this show we have the higher level, let's say, machine, SMT machine, which is the Pyramax. And on this year we're showing a number of energy saving features, which we're demonstrating the software. You can customize the machine effectively to run the kind of energy-saving solutions that work for your particular production environment. Mm-hmm. And it's a nice, very nice feature.
Are those features and products that are particularly relevant to the German and surrounding markets?
I think so, because here it's a very green political environment in Germany. People are very concerned about energy and also the gas consumption of the machine, the water consumption if it's a nitrogen machine. So all of these features can be customized within the equipment.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's also political guidelines that people have to follow here a lot more than maybe in other countries.
Perhaps.
Do you find that?
Yes, that's probably true. Yep.
So generally, you mentioned a sort of uplift in the market, and certainly that's reflected in the business performance of BTU. Does that reflect the global attitude or the global results that you're facing, or are there still pockets that are, in decline, in growth, or stable? What's the sort of more global feel for you?
Well, I think we've had some difficult years, not just BTU, but the industry has had some difficult years. But I think that we see a complete change in that environment, and it is a global change. Our business in Asia, of course, is very strong at the moment, and it's much stronger than elsewhere in the world. That's the reality of the marketplace today. But we see everywhere, in the Americas, in Europe, and in Asia, an uplift in business. There are a couple of pockets which are still a little bit low key, let's say, in Europe, but I think in general we see all over the European marketplace a significant increase in business.
And do you see that continuing?
I hope so.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's always difficult to predict, but I think it's turned a corner. Really, I do. Yeah.
And finally, what sort of trends do you see in the future? What sort of demands from your customers do you see? What are they asking for? Well,
of course, in order to compete particularly with the Asian market, cost of capital equipment is important. The cost to run that capital equipment is important, which is why we're demonstrating these customized features on this equipment. And BTU is looking to show, as I said, two platforms. One is a lower cost machine, so you have many choices of how you approach that marketplace. And I think that those pressures will continue. The pressures are to keep high quality but reduce the cost of achieving that on a year by year basis, or day by day basis. Even
a big challenge ahead of us all, but certainly achievable. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us today during your busy schedule, I'm sure. So I hope we'll catch up at some other show around the world.
Indeed, I'm sure we will.
Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Bye.